This is Shir 52 in our series on Avodas Habitachon. Building on our previous foundation, we continue to establish that the stronger an individual's bitachon becomes, the more naturally and intensely it will express itself through expanded tefillah. Rav Yaakov Emden, the Yavitz, in his commentary on Tehillim, addresses the pasuk in Tehillim, Perach Kuf Mem Hey Pasuk Yud Ches, Karev Hashem L'chol Karev, Chol Asher Yikru Be'emes. Hashem is close to all who call upon Him, to all who call upon Him in truth. The Yavitz explains that those who call upon Him refer specifically to the Baalei Bitachon, those who trust and believe with absolute clarity that their salvation can only originate from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Because they possess this unyielding conviction, these Baalei Bitachon do not daven once and then walk away. Rather, they're the ones who significantly increase and multiply their tefillahs. The Yavitz quotes Rabbeinu Yonah, who teaches a fundamental rule regarding daily tefillahs. If a person listens with intense focus, kavanah, during Chazar Hashatz, the repetition of Shemona Esrei, it is considered as if he davened twice, once through his own personal Shemona Esrei, and once through the Shemona Esrei of the Shilach Tzibur. Such a person is muftach, that his prayer will be accepted above. The Yavitz points to historical precedents from Chazal during times of severe drought, when the community davened and fasted on a designated day but saw no immediate answer. They did not fall into despair. Instead, they returned, fasted, and davened again the very next day. This persistent re-engagement defines calling upon Hashem be'emes, in truth. Anyone who davens once and fails to return to tefillah when an answer is delayed is not considered to be truly calling upon Hashem. To clarify why true certainty produces relentless tefillahs, the Yavitz delivers a classic parable. The mashal goes: a person drops and loses a precious pearl or jewel. When there is doubt, like he doesn't know exactly where he dropped it, if he's uncertain where it fell, he will conduct a quick superficial search across a wide area. However, because he doubts whether it is actually there, he will not exert major exhaustive efforts searching every inch. When there is certainty, if he knows with absolute clarity that the exact spot where the jewel dropped, he will search that specific location thoroughly, over and over, until he physically finds it. The Nimshal. This mirrors our daily approach to tefillah. A person who believes with complete certainty that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the exclusive location where salvation exists will never stop searching. He will daven, return, and daven again until his prayer is answered. This is why the tefillah of Rabbi Akiva was answered during the drought in the Gemara in Tainus, Daf Chaf Heyam and Beis, when he proclaimed, Avinu Ma'akenu ein lanu melech ela ata. Our Father, our King, we have no king other than you. Rabbi Akiva expressed the ultimate height of bitachon and emunah, declaring that because salvation rests solely with Hashem, there is nowhere else to turn. This principle is forcefully expanded in Sefer Beis Avram and Parshas Yisro, citing Moshe of Korban, the Korbiner Rebbe. He teaches that stepping forward to daven with one's physical sustenance, parnasa, is not a mundane act. It represents the high spiritual category of balatayr, one who comes to purify himself. The Korbiner Rebbe dictates that the very act of approaching Hashem to ask for livelihood demonstrates that a person's heart is filled with bitachon. It proves he knows that the key to his sustenance is held strictly in Hashem's hand. Because he demonstrates this active reliance, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will certainly assist him. The Korbiner Rebbe makes a striking observation. And if we see people who cry out in prayer and are not answered, it's because the attribute of bitachon is not properly developed within them. When tefillah lacks the inner conviction that Hashem alone provides, the tefillah becomes weak and deficient. He re-anchors this in the verse in Devar, from Devarim Perek Chav Pasuk Ches, Devarim 8:18, Ki hu hanoisein lecha koyach laseis choyel, for it is He who gives you strength to achieve success. The Korbiner Rebbe uncovers that the strength Hashem gives a person is an internal koyach habitachon, the spiritual fortitude to maintain complete unyielding trust in Him. Summary of this mindset. Turning to Hashem repeatedly in tefillah is the definitive diagnostic sign of a person's bitachon. Just as a person will endlessly search a location where he knows his lost jewel resides, a Baal Bitachon will continuously daven because he knows with absolute certainty that Hashem is the exclusive source of his salvation. Have a wonderful evening.